She is looking at you, not at the painter, not at the room, at you. Directly across 500 years of cracked paint and museum glass, she is looking at you. And the longer you hold her gaze, the more uncomfortable it becomes. Her mouth is closed, her face is still, nothing in her expression moves, and yet something behind her eyes does not match the stillness. There is something controlled there, something held, something that has been decided long before you arrived and will be kept regardless of what you do. You have seen this expression before, not in a painting, on a face, on someone who knew something about you or about a situation you were in and had chosen, for reasons of their own, to say nothing. This woman knows something. She is not going to tell you what it is. Her name was Lucrezia Crivelli. She was a lady in waiting at the court of Milan. Her job was to serve the Duchess Beatrice d'Este, the young wife of the most powerful man in northern Italy, Ludovico Sforza, Duke of Milan. In 1495, 4 years into his marriage, Ludovico humiliated Beatrice by taking her own lady in waiting as his mistress. Lucrezia did not refuse. Women at court did not refuse the Duke. Beatrice attempted to have Lucrezia removed. She failed, and Beatrice herself became pregnant, but it ended in tragedy. She died in childbirth on January 3rd, 1497. 2 months later, Lucrezia gave birth to the Duke's son. Leonardo painted her somewhere in this period, probably while she was already the Duke's mistress, possibly while the Duchess was still alive. She is wearing jewels the Duke gave her. She is dressed in the fashion of the Milanese court she had been trained to serve, not lead. And she is looking at the painter, at Leonardo, at you, with an expression that has no name in any language. There is a specific kind of knowledge that produces this face, not anger. Anger wants something release, acknowledgement, a reaction. Anger needs an audience. What Lucrezia is holding is not anger. It is the knowledge that comes after anger has been processed and set aside. The knowledge that the situation is what it is, that the terms were never hers to set, that the room she is standing in, the dress she is wearing, the painter in front of her, none of it was chosen. It was assigned, and she knows it, and she is not going to perform gratitude for it. But she is also not going to perform rebellion. She is going to hold it, behind her eyes, where it will stay. A contemporary poet wrote 3 epigrams about this painting in 1498. He praised Leonardo for perfectly capturing her inner soul. He did. You have made choices in your life that were not entirely choices, circumstances that were assigned, rooms you entered not because you wanted to, but because the alternative was worse. Relationships you maintained not out of desire, but out of calculation, survival, protection, necessity. And if someone had painted you in that moment, not the face you performed, but the face underneath it, it might have looked something like this. Not broken, not defeated, not even unhappy exactly, just knowing what the situation is, knowing what your role in it is, knowing that you will carry this without putting it down, because putting it down is not an option that exists. Lucrezia outlived the Duke, outlived Beatrice, outlived the court of Milan. She died in 1508, the same day, reportedly, as Ludovico Sforza himself, who died a prisoner in a French dungeon. The painting is in the Louvre now. It has been there for centuries. For most of that time it was called Portrait of an Unknown Woman, because no one knew who she was. She is still not entirely known, but that expression, that specific, controlled, decided expression, has been recognized by every person who has ever stood in front of it and felt, without being able to explain why, that she already knew something about them. Maybe she does.